Hey, I just got back from a little thing called VidCon. Woo 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 woo. It was pretty good. Not pretty good. It was a blast. If you clicked on this video because you wanted to see all who I met at VidCon 2018, well, one, you should have just checked my Instagram, but two, stick around to the end so that I can get watch time. Wednesday, we get there, we go downstairs where you register your badge and get your wristband. So we do that. I got him a little community badge. Oh, and also there's a little place for your name / channel. Woo! And then they put this little wristband on you, this little VidCon wristband. And this is how you get in and out of the convention center, because I guess there were people who were idiots in previous years and just got in for free. But you had to, you wore this on your wrist. The only reason I was able to get this intact is because I have little tiny baby arms, and I will squeeze my hand out of this little wristband. But to get in, there are like these little kiosks, and you just whoop, and you get into the center. And that's pretty much Wednesday. Now, I met people all throughout VidCon, but like I said, I'll wait till the end to just list them all off. Then, Thursday rolls around. The first thing that I go to is a Q&A with the Valley folk, who, if you don't know, consists of Joe Barretto, Lee Newton, Elliot Morgan, and Steve Zaragoza. Now that Steve Zaragoza name might ring a bell, because he was the one who I got inspiration from for the Dairy Queen costume. He was the one who made the Taco Bell costume. And now they're doing their own Valley Folk channel where they're planning out where they're doing like little skits and sketches and such. There's some good people there. And then after that, we went into the expo hall to just see all the booths there. In the little VidCon guide that they give you, there's a list of all the booths in here, with all the companies who decided to make like a little booth there. And I got excited because some of them were interesting to me, and I wanted some merch from these booths, such as Pop-Tarts, Gushers, if anything, I was a little disappointed. Pretty much the basis of all these expo booths were just take a picture with us, put it on social media, and tag us for exposure. I never did that. Because I don't sell out. And then at 2:30, we went to a panel with a bunch of science channels like Braincraft, Smarter Every Day, Physics Girl, and Vsauce. Michael Stevens Vsauce. And that panel was good. They just talked all about making this other sciences and their creative process in making a video, and like fact checking and all this different stuff. And then we went back into the expo hall, and the Pop-Tarts booth was like this box. They call it the hack room. So you wait in line for a bit, and then there's like this mini game you have to play with someone. And it's like you tap. There's two screens, and wait, I got a video of it. Just show that. you play this little mini game where you go against someone and you tap little Pop-Tarts until you get a high score. And then from there it drops down like a vending machine, a little Pop-Tart, and if you're lucky, a little ticket to go inside the hack room. And I got the ticket. So me and my mother went into the next line to get into the hack room. Are you excited to go into the hack room?
I am. Very excited.
Let's see. We waited there for a while, and I was expecting in the hack room to get some Pop-Tarts merch, as stated earlier. It's like this tinfoil thing in there. That's all you can see from the outside. And then we go in, there's like this little bar set up. And this guy comes out and he's like, "Hey guys, so welcome to the hack room. Today you're gonna just go buck wild with these different Pop-Tart samples. See, we've made different hacked Pop-Tarts with multiple flavors, and we want you to try them and make one yourself." So they give us this one that's like gummy worm, chocolate, and nuts. It was okay. Then they gave us a plain Pop-Tart, a quarter of a Pop-Tart, rather. And then like 4 ingredients: banana chips, cherry, frosting, and I forgot. Everybody was given the same ingredients, and he was like, "You're gonna go buck wild and make your own Pop-Tart." And like, we made him, and it was... it disappointed me. Pop-Tarts? Your paper clip has been moved from green to yellow in my book. And then the other thing, the Gushers. I was really looking forward to Gushers. They had little shirts lined up on this table, and so I wanted to go and buy one. So I waited in line, and as I was waiting in line, this lady came with a sign, holding a sign that said, "Follow at the Real Gushers and at Slush Cult to enter a giveaway for a free shirt." And I thought, well, I'm just gonna buy the shirt here. And then the lady came up to me and said, "Are you following?" And I said, "No, I'm just gonna buy the shirt here." And she said, "What?" And I said, I'm just gonna buy the shirt here." And then she said, "No, you can't buy the shirts." So then, at the end of the day, there was a Q&A with Philip DeFranco, newsboy extraordinaire. So we went to that, saw him talk for a bit, and then we went back to our hotel. And that was Thursday. So Friday, we start out with a Q&A with the Vsauce boys, and that would have been a lot better. They were good people, we had good seats there, but there were lots of kids in there who asked very dumb questions. One kid in particular asked, "Is WWE just redneck anime?" And then after that was a Q&A with Sugar Pine 7.
Again? Guys, there's a panel.
Jake was right. There was a panel.
And then after that, in the same room, was a panel with William Osman and Physics Girl called Let's Make Stuff. Before the panel, Hank Green himself came in just to see the shopping cart. So that was cool. He brought a crossbow he made that fires ice cream sandwiches. And after that, I had to go on down to my first meet and greet. I'll just give a summary of the meet and greets in general. You basically go down through security, they check your stuff, they're in these little, everybody's in these little rows, and you line up, and then for however early you show up, you sit down and you wait till the creator gets there or whatever, and then when he gets there, you just go and they just go in order in line. Depending on how long the line is, that'll affect how much time you get to talk with the creator. I did have to wait though, and while I was waiting in the meet and greets, I read a book for the first time in 35 years, and that book was Teach Like a DJ by B.J. Mercer. That's right, Teach Like a DJ by B.J. Mercer. B.J. the DJ had the best job in the world as a radio DJ. Then he started teaching and But yeah, then you just waited in line. Some lines were definitely bigger than others, and when the creators came out, you could tell who was excited and who wasn't. Like, some lines would be filled with people and you'd hear, and then some, it would be a smaller line and they'd come out and everybody would be like, woo! 3 of my meet and greets were on Saturday. At the end of the day was a panel called Storytellers with Mike Falzone, Olin Rogers, Mikey Murphy, and Evelyn from the Internets. People with very different content, but that was a really cool panel to see because that's something that I have an interest in, telling stories. They all just talked about kind of conceptualizing their stories and their process of delivery of them. And that was Friday. Then Saturday, I had 3 meet and greets. That's when I finished Teach Like a DJ. Thursday, it was packed. Friday, it was a little less packed, but still packed. Saturday, it was not that crowded. You could tell that by Saturday, all the companies were just trying to get rid of their stuff so that they didn't have to haul it back. So I got a free Rode microphones shirt. I went by the Gushers booth again. Gushers, who utterly disappointed me. And they were handing out free pins. And that's when I got this Fruit Gushers pin. Look at that. They haven't fully made it up to me yet. I didn't get the shirt, but they're still selling it, like probably right now on their page. I saw a Q&A with Rhett and Link. That was good. If you don't know Rhett and Link, then, you know, who are you? At 8 o'clock at night, there was a stand-up show with Mike Falzone and more of his friends. And that was a really great stand-up show. That was a great way to just end out the night. And that was VidCon. I need to still list out all the people who I met. And I'm going to try to do it all in one breath. Plain Rock Vlogs 124, The Odd Ones Out, Jimmy here, Sam Basher, Eddie Burback, Gus Johnson, Editing is Everything, Ava Gordy, Keith Leak Jr., Noah Grossman, Matthew Santoro, the VAT-19 Boys, William Osmond, Philip Molina, Kib and Sammy Joe, Danny Gonzalez, Drew Gooden, Maud Garrett, Philip Molina, I think I already said him, Sean Evans, Steven Suptic, James DeAngelis, Philip DeFranco, Steve Zaragoza, Lee Newton, Joe Beretta, Elliot Morgan, and Mike Falzone. So, my VidCon 2018 experience, on a scale of 1 to 10, 10.
Hey guys! You guys want to try cricket?
Look, it's Undertale.
It's Spain.
How am I gonna end this video? Oh, big announcement. I will, with the success of VidCon this year, I will be proudly attending 2019 TanaCon.